right, everybody. Perry Prescott here with No Modern ERP and POS 365. Today is one of our webinars around this fantastic point of sale solution. And up above our team, we've got Saul with POS 365, the group that actually built the software for Business Central. So she's going to be walking us through a demo. Amy Tanner up above is our Director of Partner Sales and Service, and Haley is our Director of Operations down below. And again, I'm Perry Prescott with No Modern ERP, a distributor of POS 365. So we're going to wait a few moments and see if we get folks to join us. And it looks like right now we have a few people on board, so that's great. Thank you. Welcome, everybody. Okay, so today we're going to just meet our presenters, how to become a POS 365 USA reseller, and the product demo, and some Q&A. So this is interactive. If you have questions, please jump in and ask away. We want this to be, a good experience for everybody to really learn about this product. So, all right, next. We introduced ourselves, so. But if you choose to download the deck from the meeting invite, this deck and our contact info is here. Next. Okay, so let's talk about POS 365, the core product itself, and it's from a company called POS One. And this product is specifically built to support Business Central. And so Saul's going to give us a quick walkthrough of the product, how it works. I'll be honest, I met these folks at Directions this year, and I was super blown away by the product. And we've actually implemented it on one of our customer projects for Business Central. So great product. We loved it so much. We wanted to be, part of the distribution of this into the United States. So there are BC integrations available. We'll talk about that a bit. We've got opportunities for increased sales, not just the point of sale at a retail experience, but also how we manage things like upsell, cross-sell, looking up different values related to our customers, our items, and campaigns. Next. Built for retail. So you're going to see this today. This is really a big button experience that is intuitive, easy to operate versus something complex, small screen. So designed to be on tablets or certainly monitors, but a really nice touch and feel experience with lots of visualization. This product also operates offline. So if you lose power, you got generators and you still need to run the store, or you lose internet connectivity, you can still run core business operations with the terminals in an offline state, but they still can do sales transactions, inventory. And once things come back online, then the system synchronizes back to the core ERP Business Central it's integrated with. Okay, next. So again, a couple of value points, good for the takeaways here. Offline mode, the user experience itself, designed to be easy and intuitive. The already known and built integration into Business Central, so very quick and easy to integrate. And then your total cost per owner, right? Ownership here. And so Saul will show us some of those values as we move through. Okay, next. And then finally on our side, because we're a distributor of the POS 365 product, you can find us at POS365USA.com. We also, on our webpage, you'll see there's an opportunity. We're looking for resellers to join and help support this product in the partner channel from Microsoft. So if you're interested in learning more about how to become a reseller with us, you can certainly go to POS 365 USA and under the Partners tab, you can put your contact info, fill that out, and we will respond accordingly. But we also offer a nice margin for resale on your side. We also offer free pre-sale support, integration support, and also full implementation. So if you need our team to help support product installation and implementation, we're here for you there as well. Okay, next.
Thank you, Perry. So I am going to do the product demonstration, but before I dive into the product and the POS itself, I want to just highlight some of the features that POS 365 makes POS 365 unique. So Perry was talking about it. Most of it's our offline capability. So POS 365 is actually built to be offline by design. And that means that once you download it from the Microsoft Store, it actually downloads a small local database on the machine that you're running on that stores the essential data. So, for example, customer details and product information and so on is actually stored locally on the device. So even if the internet goes down, the store will still operate. And it's an application that you download, it operates independently from BC. So during those offline periods, you will be storing the sales locally and then syncing them seamlessly into BC once reconnected. And because it's a application that you get and not just a screen that is built inside of BC, we actually have the flexibility to create a more fast and intuitive interface that is just easier to use, while still offering the deep integration with Business Central. And by that, I mean, for example, handle omnichannel services, or place orders online and pick them up at the store, or provide stock levels and all that information that you expect to be seeing in BC. We actually just enable that in the POS directly. But let's just jump into the POS itself. I'm just gonna share the screen here. And please let me know if you can see my screen now. Perry? Perfect. So this is actually the front screen that you get from the POS. And let me just log into my clerk here. And as you can see, the sync that was really fast, it was actually syncing all the changes directly from Business Central. And this is the interface that I've chosen for this POS. This is all customizable, so you can have it tailored to your store. In this instance, I have my categories out here to the left. I have all my products in here in the middle, and then I have my basket over here. And something that I've added to this screen is actually the availability to have customer information directly at the POS here. So I can look up customers and I can see the different customer information directly on the POS. Let me just remove this. If we dig a little bit deeper into the product, let me just select this product to the basket here. And if I click on it, I actually open up this view here where I can see all the different information coming directly from BC. You can see the stock levels where it's actually just being synced directly from Business Central. And over here, I have different availabilities. For example, I can look up the stock level across other locations in Business Central. This is especially useful if I have a customer coming into the store and I may not have the product in stock at my location, then I can just look up the stock level at the different location and refer the customer to that store, or get the other store to put it on hold for the customer. I have the availability to change the product name directly on this sale. I can print the price labels from the POS. I can change the price just manually if I want to. I have also availability to give discount both in percentages and in cash. And something that we've built also for some of our customers is this discount calculator, which gives us a more availability to and more options to do your discount. For instance, I can see the list price and the net price, and I can actually see the cost price directly from the POS and the gross margin. So if I choose to add a discount to this line, let's just say 10%, I can still see the new calculated gross margin based on this discount that I just gave. Let me just save this, and then it will just come over here. And all those different availability, for example, changing the product name and giving discount, is all defined by user. So I'm logged in as a manager on this shop, but if I have some store clerks, then I can define their user rights, so they won't be able to give this discount or maybe won't be able to see the cost price. It can all be decided in the POS if they're going to be able to give this discount or give a discount to a certain amount. And If you have new people, that is especially good to have some different user rights. Let me just put a comment up here. Let's just say it was damaged, and that is why I'm giving discount. And this item here, or this comment over here on this item, that would actually be synced over to Business Central once I process the payment. Meaning that the back office people, they can see why I gave this discount on this item. If we move to payment, I have different payment options, and the payment options are defined on just on the store. In this instance, I have those different payment options, but if I have a store that needs to have, let's say, vouchers or gift cards, I can enable that as well. Let me just process this payment by cash. It will just print the receipt at the store, and then I'm ready to make a new transaction. Do you guys have any questions on the way? Then, as Perry said in the start, just ask away.
That's great, Saul. Thank you.
Perfect. I have the availability to give refunds. I can do that in 3 different ways. We can do it simply by scanning a return label, scanning the receipt, or just doing a manual refund by searching for the item. If I just do a receipt here, it will just look up the receipt, and I can click on the item. It will give me the negative amount, and then I can just click the pay. I can do it as a check payment or payment on account. If I want to give it as a credit directly to the customer, I can also just give him back in the currency he wants or on his card again. Let me just delete this, and let's look deeper into some of the more advanced features that we built into the system. So over here, I have the customer field. It's loading everything directly from Business Central and loading for if there's any changes. And in here, I can see the different customers I have. I have the availability to create a new customer directly at the POS. So if I click this button, it will just load this template. And here I have the availability to put name, phone, etc., what the store requires. But some of this we have built is actually the availability to put custom fields. Let's say I'm working in a jewelry store and I have the option to put some custom fields. Let's say I require to have a ring size or spouse's ring size or spouse's birthday in here. I want to get that information on the client. Then I can have those custom fields syncing directly from Business Central into this. So I'll be able to capture that information at the POS. If we look into one of the customers that we have on record, I'm able to edit the customer directly at the POS. Let's say he comes in and he has changed phone numbers. I can put his new phone number in here and just click save, and this change will be automatically put into Business Central as well. I can look up the history, so I can look up all the different receipts or all the different times he's come into the store and made a purchase. And I can also see his orders. So if I'm coming into this sales order module, I can both see the open orders he has, but I can also create new orders directly at the POS. And I can put the preferred shipping methods, and the payment method would be the payment method that's on the customer, but also I'm able to change it if I want to, but it will always be the default payment method by the customer. But let's look at one of the orders I have over here. It's getting all the information, syncing it directly from Business Central. As you can see, this is an open order that used to have the total amount of $542. And I've actually received some payment, and I'm able to see that over here, but I can also click on this prepayment and I can see when I made or got the payments. And I can see the lines here. I can add items directly to the sales order. If I want to add something to it, I can delete it. And I can also just pay it. Let's say the customer comes in, he just wants to pay it directly at the store. I simply click pay. I can choose if he wants to do another prepayment, but if he just wants to pay the whole amount, I simply just click pay, and the whole order will be brought out here and ready for me to process the payment. I can still add other items to this. I wouldn't be adding it directly to the order, but simply as a sale on the side. So I can add another order over here. It's just going to be added as a line item, and then I can choose to pay it. Let's just do a cash payment in this instance as well. Then it will just save it. And that was it. That was a complete sale on our POS, done with a sales order, getting the sales order in a couple of minutes. The sale would be synced over to our admin center and then over to BC, and we'll be able to see that there.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much, Saul. Is there any questions, folks on the line here? Okay. Saul, maybe one thing, is there a way to look at how we set this experience up on the back end and see just how we configure the product to support a store experience?
Yeah, of course. Just one more that I want to show you. So that is something some of our customers are really happy about, because we integrate with a new price list and discounts in Business Central. So let's say I have those items in line, and then I add a customer to the basket as well. He would be able to get those price lists directly from BC, as he has a VIP customer. So we would sync that directly in the POS. So you would always get the right price based on what type of customer is coming into your store. And once I remove that again, then the price would just change back to normal. But yeah, let's look up. Are you able to see the other screen now? Or is it still the POS? Yeah, it's still the POS.
Still the POS.
Yeah, 2 seconds. So this is our backend, and as you can see, I just made some sales. So I'm just gonna go over to this money, and you can see that I am doing those payments posted. The payment is coming down here, and here is actually the invoice that I just paid. Once we have processed everything and checked if everything is correct, we'll send this over to Business Central. Once I can see that it's sent over to Business Central, as soon as it goes over to Vouchers Archived. And over here, I would also be able to set up the different permission roles that I was talking about, as I'm the clerk. And I can also see and set the different locations. Everything is coming directly from Business Central. And it's in here that I also put up my cash registers and my payment terms and types. We need to wait just a couple of minutes before it goes. It should be over in Archive Sales now. So I should be able to see the sales in BC now. Let me just refresh this. So as you can see, this was the sale that I just made, the one on Alpine Sky House. I can open up the sale here. And this was the sale that I just did. Once we process a sale, we would put it in sales invoice in Business Central. And depending on how often you have your BC to run sync and post, it will just be in sales invoice until you choose to post it, or if you have a job in the queue that says you have to post it automatically after, let's say, 5 minutes, then it would do that. You're also able to see all the walk-in sales that I just did. So once you process a payment that is on just the default customer, we always call this default customer a walk-in customer, and it will just simply go into sales invoices as my regular sale did.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much, Saul.